For those of you who have your own TradingView strategies in PineScript, stick around because I'm now going to teach you how you can connect them to AlphaInsider. As someone who was not really big on coding myself, this is a perfect way to use AlphaInsider as a no-code trading bot that will automate all the trades from any TradingView strategy here on AlphaInsider. So what we're going to have to do now is we're going to have to scroll down to the bottom of AlphaInsider. At the bottom of the screen, you'll see the API documentation. We're going to have to set up a webhook. So I click on that. Then I'll go over to the TradingView integration tab on the left-hand side, and it will give you information. There is a video tutorial linked. We'll also talk about that in this video. And for some of us, this might be confusing, but trust me, it's actually pretty simple. Just give me a minute or two and we'll cover it all. I'm going to jump back to the portfolio tab here on AlphaInsider and see inside of this, there'll be a section or an option for a new strategy. So let's go in here and let us go with a test TradingView strategy. Okay, I can put a description in there. I can put a starting balance, all that stuff. Let's just create this for now, and let's go with $1,000 starting balance. Let's create this for now, and I'll show you how to set this up. All right, so let's say that I have a strategy here on TradingView, and this is the RSI strategy, for example. I'm going to click on the three dots, the more, not the settings, the three dots that say more. It's going to pop, and then I'm going to open up the add alert on RSI strategy. It's going to open up this window right here. Where I go to notifications, I'm going to click on the webhook URL, sends a post request to your specified URL when your alert triggers. That's when I go back to AlphaInsider. Under this new order webhook on the right-hand side, that's the URL I'm going to copy, bring back over to TradingView, paste it into here, and then I'm going to click on create, and that step is saved. I'm going to go back to the three dots, the more, go back to the add alert, go back to notifications, make sure that that is selected and that is checked there. You may have to sign or set up your two-factor authentication on TradingView to do this. Once you do, re-log in and it should be good to go. You'll then go to settings. I'm going to now have this expiration as open-ended, but you may need a premium plan for that. Just make sure you're aware. It'll give you, or it'll prompt you for that. Set unexpired. Boom. Now we're cooking. The message body at the bottom is the next thing we're going to look at. We're going to go back to AlphaInsider and we're going to copy this body text right here. Okay. So I'm going to click on copy. It's copied to my clipboard. I'm going to come into here, delete that, paste it in. Boom. First thing is going to be strategy ID. So in between the quotes where it says string, we're going to get rid of that and replace it with the strategy ID. How do you find your strategy ID? Back to AlphaInsider. When we go over and we select our test TradingView strategy that I just created before, it'll be this section after the slash. That is our strategy ID up on the URL. Okay. So I'm going to copy that, bring us back to TradingView, and I'm now going to paste it over where it says string. Boom, that's step one. Next is stock ID. So we're going to go back into our TradingView strategy. We're going to come back into here. We're going to click on search. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to find the stock ID. So let's say that this strategy trades SPY. Click on or type in SPY, pull up SPY here, and the stock ID will be this line right here, SPY:NYSE. Copy that, bring us back to TradingView, paste that in to where it says string in parentheses, replace that, SPY:NYSE. Next is action. I'm going to replace buy in this case with strategy.order.action. How I got this is where I'm going to go into this question mark right here on TradingView. I would recommend you go ahead and do this instead of just typing it out so it's easier. Click on this question mark, and then inside of here, it will give you a list of placeholders that you can replace that buy action with. And what I did was I scrolled down to this section right here, placeholders with a strategy prefix can only be used in strategy alerts. And I'm going to go to the one that says strategy.order.action. Copy this with the brackets, copy that, and place that in between the parentheses here on the action section, and you should be good to go. Next will be the API token. So I go back to AlphaInsider. I'm going to go back to my strategy here. Then I'm going to go to settings, go down to the developers section. Going to go to where it says manage API keys, or underneath this, you'll see the API keys. I'm going to name this one as a new API key. I'll name this one TradingView test. Permissions, we're going to jump down to where it says trades and new order and click on new order. And now we are going to click on create key. Once I click on that, we'll be able to copy the key right back into TradingView. And again, replace the string right there, paste it. It's going to be a lot of numbers and letters. Once that is in, make sure the parentheses cover that API key. You should be good to go. Leverage is the last piece. If you don't set anything, buys will be a 1x long and sells will close a position. This is ultimately going to be up to you in terms of how much leverage or what you want to play around with your own strategy, but that is something you can also customize. Back to TradingView, I'm okay with this right here. I'm going to click on create, and now up on the right-hand side where it says alerts, we now have active strategy alerts on this, which will now be communicating back and forth with AlphaInsider and building out our strategy over there. So now going forward, when this strategy on TradingView triggers and the alert goes off, we will now get those updates. So for example, on this, there's not a lot, but this is back here. We will now, if that happens again, we will now get that populating our strategy, and we'll be able to track the performance of that strategy right here on AlphaInsider.